Oh Lord.
Tide ho.
Oh Lord.
Ho tide.
Lord. Oh
Tide
my.
ho.
Wait a minute. Oh Lord. Hey guys.
Hey.
We're here.
And queer.
Yes.
Yes. This is Tide Ho here.
This is Oh Lord.
And we're here with
The
you guys.
T.O. show.
The T.O.
Yes.
I was about to get into the title.
So
we're doing a review on it, you guys. We got it playing right now, so we just wanted to let you guys know what we're doing. And we could just say we're at the movie theaters. You got your popcorn.
Yes, I sure
We're not
do.
watching this bootleg. We're some good girls, very good Christian girls.
We don't know what any of that means. Whatever you just said.
I don't know. I never heard of that.
I brought my food into the theater.
Yeah, excuse me. We had ordered the food.
Oh, oops.
We ordered the food, and we're not like in your bedroom
I
watching
said
it.
Into the theater, as in to the theater part where we sit down. It's too late, huh?
Yeah, we already. Okay, you guys. Well, we're gonna get a good review on this. I actually seen this 2 times in the theaters, so I really wanted Oh Lord to get into it because it's a really, really good movie, and I think it's very, very fun.
Yeah, I saw the original. Did you see the original?
I never saw the original.
Oh, okay, good.
So I think we probably have to do that next time. How about that?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, that'd be fun. But I think it's a very, very amazing movie. As far as I know, I seen parts of the original. I really didn't care for it, but I think I like this version better because it was just not a lot of back and forth. I think this one is just only focusing on them as kids.
Yeah,
I think this is like so amazing.
But all right, you guys, our movies are finna start. We want to give you a little intro, then we're gonna get in here. All right, you guys.
All right,
soon. Hey guys.
Hey.
What's going on? We're back.
Yes, we are back.
Yes.
We're here.
We just went back home,
Yeah, oh my goodness, the Uber was so nice.
Yes, it was so fun.
So, what do you think about the movie overall?
Okay.
Let's get into the real depths. Okay, was it a good movie? What would you rate this movie? Okay, I'm gonna do the interview because I already seen it, you guys. So I'm gonna really get his honest opinion, and I'll follow up behind.
I didn't know this was a questionnaire.
Yes, it is. So really, I want to get your honest opinion. So rate the
movie.
Yes.
It was actually good. I see why a lot of people like it.
Okay, well,
you ever see a movie? You ever you ever kind of hear of a movie and people are like, "Oh, it's really good," and you're like, "It looks like it'll be okay, whatever." It was one of those movies where I didn't think it would be all that, and then seeing it, it was nice. It's not amazing. I'm not going to pretend like this is the best movie that I've ever seen in ever of the world, but it was good for what it was.
Okay, 9 out of 10. Give it 1 out of 10. I'm sorry, 9 out of 10. I'm gonna have to get you some more alcohol.
I'd give it a solid 8.45. 8.45.
That's black people always got to be over the spice.
Just in that area, it's really good. It's like it was really good. I'll say that. Okay, so
what about the characters?
Okay, so
like the acting was on
as I was watching the movie, I'm one of those. I'm that black person who talks throughout the movie.
No, I think it's cool. I like that. Let me tell you something. When me and Broderick watch Insecure, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's some points we have to. Well, I think it's certain things with us, but I know with Insecure is some things that he has to stop the whole movie.
I can understand because I do that sometimes.
I'm
very, and when it's me, mom, and my sister, I do that too. Like, I'll like, oh my god, we have to stop, or they'll do it. We'll be like, wait a minute, what did he just say? What did he just say? What was this? And sometimes it's like some things are really, really hilarious, so you have to stop and take a break to kind of get back into the flow. Yeah, so it's one of those things. But 8.45. Actually, I'll raise it. 8.56. 8.56.
Okay.
Out of 10.
Well, what about the graphics?
I'm gonna be honest with you. The shaky cam kind of threw me off a little bit. you know, the shaky cam when he was dancing, when he was doing this, the jig,
Yeah.
and it's like it was shaking.
It's supposed to set up that atmosphere of a fun, crazy.
I know, and it's just like, to me, it threw me off a little bit. It's just like funny. I know it's not supposed to be funny, but it was.
It's the point is the graphics
up
to your standard, I would say.
I feel like I liked the fact that they were doing like a nice, like Stranger Things, where it's like, you know, an 80s horror, action,
I cannot
adventure.
get into the Stranger Things. It is so hard for me. I had sat there. I'm still working on it. Girl, bad.
So anyways.
Bad week.
So anyways. Yeah, it's one of those like where it's like really fun, like 80s, like very classic horror film where they're like, oh yeah, this is the 80s. Arcade machines. Batman. You know, that Lethal Weapon 2. You know, just like that. I did too. Like, I like those little touches and stuff like that. But it was fun. You know, it was like really fun. I enjoyed it. It had its creepy moments. I will admit that. But it had like few jump scares. But then it had some jump scares that were meant to be jump scares that weren't. You know, like the part where he was in the water and he was like right here. And he had the little brother. And the brother kept saying, we'll all float down here. That part. And then he dropped him. And then he came out of the water and he's like shaking his hair as he's coming at the boy. That part. It threw me out. That's what I'm saying. Like those moments.
That shit was scared as fuck to me. Maybe because I seen it in the theater. So I guess
you had the residual effect.
We're here in his room with the light on. Yes.
So anyways, what does that have to do with anything?
Because your ass was scary.
Why is the light on in my room if we saw it in the theater?
Same thing.
Inquiring mom.
We stay in Ohio.
But no, it was good. I liked it.
Did you feel like everybody had their good backstories, I would say?
I felt it was sad. Like, I felt bad for a lot of those kids. Like, it was God.
But I did like that. I think it was
I get it. I get it.
I mean, this is real life. I mean, you would know a lot of people, like, everybody does not come from a squeaky clean household.
No, you know I get that. I get that. I just was like, I feel bad for these kids. Because it's like, not only do you have a crappy household life, but you're being attacked by this creature that's going to kill you. So it's like, you can't win no matter where you go. Like, you can't win. But it was good. It was good still. I liked that every kid got their own backstory and their own little moment and all that. I liked the black kid when he had his moment where the dad was like,
that was
not the dad. That was a
friend or something.
I don't know. I know his dad and mom died. I remember because excuse me. But I remember when he was saying, you either become the person who does this or you're the sheep. And I thought that was, I thought that was cool. That was interesting,
Okay.
No, because it's like, that's one of those things that black parents do to you. They'll tell you, you either become a follower or you're a leader. You have to decide. Because if you don't decide, somebody else will. And you're like, okay, I just wanted chips. Can I just ask some chips?
Oh, whatever.
No, but, that's black parents do that to you. Like,
So are you looking forward for the second one, sequel?
Yes and no.
Why?
So I read some information, and this is going to be surprising news to you.
What?
But from what they were saying is the director or the person who's doing the writing and all that, he wants in the second one, when they get older, the black kid, he will be on drugs, heavily on drugs. And so supposedly him being on drugs is going to help him create a way to actually officially kill it, So I didn't like that because I was like, why are we on drugs? Why do we always end up on drugs?
I know, that's what I had an issue with. And one thing I want to add to that, because I was talking to you about this earlier, how it's always, we are always the friend. It's always that one black kid they always put in the movie.
Yep.
Especially during the 80s and the 90s. It's always that one black friend. But
and
I'm
the thing
not saying
is,
that what's
so weird is they write them black-ish. Like we have the black concept. They give you a black concept of a black kid. Yeah. Like in this movie, there was something that he did, and I was like, you could tell a white person wrote this because no black kids can just sit there and be like, okay.
It comes to that dynamic because I think a lot of look. I was in a club. I had seen this a white guy and this black guy together. Obviously, I knew they were friends, and we rocking out to this little jam, which was really not a.
Is this
jam.
The one when that one we were both in the club that time?
No, this was when me and BJ was together.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say that's a whole nother story. That was a whole nother
the best city in the world.
So, anyways, go ahead to your story.
I just was, and it turned to a rocker-ish kind of song, and all I seen was I seen the white boy going on. And I turned around, the black boy with him pumping the fist. I said, "Oh." So you gotta understand, and I
get it because like Pharrell, he was raised around a lot of white people, so it's like his dynamic, his characterization. Yeah,
it's like it's kind of his background, his culture.
You know who?
I'm gonna say culture. I'm sorry,
let me give you a good one. Did you ever watch that show Atlanta?
No, I never watched it.
Okay, you know the lead. You know about it, right? The lead guy.
I never known about it.
Oh, what about Community? Did you ever see that?
Yeah,
show?
I seen Community.
Okay, the black guy in there.
Yeah.
He's another one of those where he was like around a lot of white people, but then he was around a lot of black people too. So it's like this weird.
I think.
So I mean, I get it. I do get it. It's just, I don't know.
It's kind of like their background, where they're from, not where they're,
where they are,
where they really came from, but pretty much so how they was raised. And I feel like, I can see that.
Yeah.
In certain.
But I want to also let you guys know that he has not seen the original It. I did.
I had seen some of it. I seen the beginning of it, and it was just a lot.
Let me tell you something about me when I was a kid, and I saw that, and I was a kid, okay? And I was so scared. I was scared. I was like, clowns? Nope. Absolutely not. And then why I later on saw it, and I was like a teenager, adult, like in that middle area, and I saw it, and I was like, I saw the second part in that. And I was like, oh, this is what I was scared of? This?
Well, when you're a kid, I guess it's very
no.
It
was the way they introduced, the way they had, you have to see it. When you see it, you'll understand why. I was like, oh, why was I scared?
Okay, well, the Candyman's still scary.
Well, I've never seen that.
Oh, he's so scary.
Okay.
He is so scary.
I don't need you telling my business, first of all.
Oh, girl, bad.
Second of all, I just haven't seen it because I'm just not a scary movie person. And I don't not be that good. I cannot
believe he didn't see The Cult of Chucky. I just think that it recently came out.
I've never seen a Chucky movie like that. Only one I saw was Bride of Chucky. And that was because my parents, no, it was my mom, my cousin, and my other cousin. They were watching it downstairs. And so I'm walking downstairs. And you know how like our stairs is set up where there's that little peep part right there where you can look down the stairs to see what's going on? That. And I was looking at it from there. After that, I was scared of Chucky. I was like, I can't see dolls. I mean, he had a bunch of dolls. I was like, I can't do this.
Oh my goodness, so you sat there for the whole movie?
No.
Oh, you a scary bitch. You didn't even see nothing.
I was a kid.
I had a glimpse of it. That's what you need to turn it around to. Instead of saying you saw the movie.
Okay, but second of all.
First, it's actually a good movie. It's actually hilarious. And that's a poor description of Chucky. I think
I was a kid. No. Oh, yeah, it was.
The first one, the second one, the third one was like hilarious. But it was
very
really
sure
good.
It's hilarious. Especially now. But especially like when you grow up, when you're an adult, it's like you see these movies, you're like, wow, how is this scary?
Baby, Chucky's still scared the shit out of you. A damn dog walking around acting a damn. Oh, girl, bye, because you still watching it. So
but guess what? I will. You know what? I will.
Girl, if I put it on Chucky, he'll get all scared, and I ain't got time to hold his hand.
I got this. All right. But anyways, I saw the original and it was scary when I was a kid, but then when I grew up, it wasn't scary.
How does this one compare? Is it better or what?
I feel like he plays it differently, you know? Like the original, it was more like this kind, sweet, gentle, like, hey kid, what's going on? How are you doing? You know, like that kind of thing where it's like, he grabs you in and he's nice and you're like, oh, okay. And then he gets you. This one, it was like he was creepy from the start, you know? And you're just like, okay, why is this kid still talking to this thing? But it's like he was soft spoken. So it's like, you have to go like, what? You have to be like, what? And then he gets you. That's him.
Oh.
But he was like,
I have to see
this
about
one was
that, you
aggressive.
guys.
This one was aggressive. The original Chucky.
He was aggressive.
The original It, to me, he wasn't all that aggressive. He was more like, he was more like, oh, okay, I'm here. Like he was there. It was good. But this one was, I feel like sometimes when they update the movies, just the graphics alone makes the movie better. Sometimes. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to say that. You guys can take that how you will. I'm just being honest. Because some of these movies from the past, I was like, y'all, we were struggling. Mm-hmm. We were struggling. All we had was imagination. That's all we needed. Because I looked at, I don't know if you saw that movie, Spawn. Did you saw that, Spawn?
Yeah.
I watched that recently, and I was like, the 90s was just bad. Like, I don't understand how we did this graphic stuff.
But it looked good to us.
At that time, it did. Like, even video games, I would be looking at back in the video games, and I'm like, this is bad.
But I guess it like I said, it just changes with time. So
that's what it is.
You realize what you was looking at, like, oh girl,
right?
Like when the Nintendo 64 came out with Mario. Oh my god! Like
right,
you thought this was, and you was like,
oh my god, graphics, design.
Here, I'm living it. I'm here for it.
This is so real. I feel like I'm in the game.
Girl, and then you finally, now you come back to you like, oh girl,
what are these blocks?
My eyes still working. What the hell?
No, remember when you, did you get the Game Boy and all that? Mm-hmm. Remember you couldn't watch that, you couldn't play that at night? You had to be like, yes, you had to be the street lights, you had to play it during the street lights.
Oh, especially when you was like in the car, like you had to be riding. You had to just be like off. Oh damn! Like I gotta wait till they get.
And then you pause it.
You would be begging for them to be at a stoplight,
right?
You'd be like, "Come on, stay at the stoplight. I'm getting this shit."
Oh, now you don't have to do all that. Games is just beautiful.
Because we started off from regular Game Boy, then we got Game Boy Color, then we got Game Boy Advance. I think Game Boy Advance was still kind of.
Game Boy Advance was still kind of like that. Because we have one. We have one upstairs, and they put a light on it. They could give you. They sold a light to attach to it, and that was that helped.
And then they got other. I think
I tried it recently. I tried that thing recently, and I was like, my head hurts. I don't understand how I did this. My head was hurt.
You had to get it. That shit was very, very sweet. Yeah. Especially with that the Pokemon.
Oh, you had to. Look, you had to sacrifice your eyesight. Pokemon.
Yeah, I remember when me and my brother got that. That was so fun. We had got bikes and we had got Game Boy. Mm-hmm. And it was for Christmas. And I don't know why we went to a park. We had just went to this park.
Lord.
And just sat there and played.
You trying to be a Pokemon master. You got to go to a park.
I don't know. And it was freezing outside. Excuse me. And we were just sitting out.
Feeling the fantasy.
I got to get it together. I was like, why did we pick this park? That was a very, very odd situation. That was
right.
I don't know why that happened.
You was feeling the fantasy,
baby. I had. We had that jogging suit on.
Oh God!
We had that brand new jogging suit on.
The one that makes noise when you move your legs.
Yeah. Had that bike, and we was like, man, we chilling. Grandma cooking. We
right.
Fucking that shit. We'll be back later. Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, it was fun. I actually enjoyed it. I enjoyed the movie as it was, as like a concept, and then I enjoyed parts of it that I was like, this is really interesting. And I feel like the guy who did it, he did a good job. I would give him that. Like, to be honest with you, I would be one of those kids that'd be like, oh, no. Like, as soon as he started talking, I'm going.
But you see, as the point of the other characters that he did, I think he knew how he had to go with each person.
Yeah.
So not all of them he exposed himself as being him. He just exposed himself as being something that they're fearful of.
Yeah.
Because it was to attract their fear. And me and my sister were talking over this.
I have a really good question about how did he get the boy? Like, how did he start getting him? The one who he would like make aggressively kill people or hurt people and all that. How did he get him?
I think he was already devious. I think he was already like had demons and stuff like that. He was already out of control.
True.
So I think
because he was in here. I have to mark him. I have to put my name on him. This is too. You are out of control. No, I think he already knew. It. Because the way it was seeming, it seemed like he already knew who it was.
I doubt that. I don't think he knew who he was. I think it was just that concept that, that feeling that he got. Uh-huh. So I think some way he manifested himself between him, of him understanding something. Because pretty much so we knew that the porn part was probably, the boy was already violent. So
he was. He was trying to shoot a cat.
Yeah, he was already getting there. So it was just like,
yeah. He was doing too much. I'm like, what is with these kids, these white people in the 80s?
Baby, these kids, they have a bad childhood, honey. They are just
crazy. You see what happened? You see this mass shooter? That's how they are.
That was the one from Vegas?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if his childhood was bad, but they like to. They gonna paint.
But that'd be so sad when they be having a good childhood.
Well, I didn't want to say it, but yeah, it was fun. I would suggest it to other people. It would be one of those movies that I would be like, yeah, you go watch it, enjoy yourself.
I had to see it twice.
And this is your third time. I know.
Because I had seen it with my friend, but I had promised my boyfriend that we was going to go see it.
How did he feel about it?
He was pissed off about me going to see it.
Oh.
So I said...
So that means you're going to have to see Black Panther with him.
Oh, yeah. We supposed to be on the show.
Okay. Well, I didn't know.
We had the whole thing. What do you think I told you I was going to still be dropping in front of your mama?
Oh, I thought you was going with us. I'm like, aren't you going with Broderick?
Yeah, we was going to meet every second. Which one? What theater was we going to?
I don't even know. We don't have to go to a nice one.
Yeah, because I said I was going to drop it, and I said not to tell your mom.
Oh, God.
Yes.
I hope whatever theater we go to, I really want them to have like a Black Panther cutout. Because I'm going to be like,
I'm wearing my little my little shoes. Yeah, you got me. So I'm gonna be ready for. I know.
Have you been walking around the house in them?
Hell yeah. Definitely be looking like. Oh, Broderick be looking at me like, oh my God, like what are you doing? But he said, is that the shoes you're gonna? And he said, is that the shoes you're gonna drop it in? I said, I sure am. I'm gonna drop it. I'm gonna just because this is the plan, you guys. We might record this because this ride is gonna be indefinite on the 10th, so we might record this and put this as a special. Huh?
I said it will be by then because y'all have a gym downstairs. Whatever.
Yeah, we got a gym edge, and I'm gonna have this by on 10. So I will drop it, and y'all will see when I drop it. Because I'm supposed to do the Black Power Fizz while I drop it. You know what I'm saying? Now, I remind you, even though I'm going to wear my little boots, which is not Black Panther, but besides that, I will have a black ensemble on, supporting the Black Panther logo. Yeah, and when I give my ticket to the person who wants to be taking the ticket to Usher, I'm going to drop it as soon as he said, Theater 2 or with pow! He gonna say, what is wrong with you? Exactly. That's the point.
Yes. He's been saying this since we found out Black Panther was happening. It's like, when I go to the theater.
Anyone seen Black Panther, I mean, that preview was just...
Especially if you're black.
It is. It's about time we have things that's
No, I know. That's what I'm saying.
And I feel like it was very, very popular. And I think it was a big step for Marvel to do.
Yeah.
And that made it an all-black cast.
Yeah, they said it's going to be like 90 or 80% or 89% or something like in that area. It was like up from like 80 upwards to like 97% black.
I never said
that's the cast.
Because at the end of the day, a lot of people will say, "Oh, well, they should have no white people." Let me tell you something: white people are running things. We can't escape from reality because that's it. Because it's always, and my mom always told me that. And even though I felt like it was kind of like somebody didn't want to hear, but she's like, if out of anything, there's always a white man behind something. Any situation, any scenario, a white man is behind it. And I couldn't get it. And when we say man, it can be either one, but most likely it's a man. Yeah. It's very of a man. And she says a white man about something. And he's always behind. And every time I turn around in any scenario, it's always that. Even what you hear about going on in the world, it's always a white man behind something. I don't care what it is.
True.
So I think
Trump. Done.
We're not saying that we have anything against white people, but we just saying that's the point of what we know.
The truth is the truth.
It's the only way you can correct things if you acknowledge what is happening.
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And I hate when people try not to acknowledge when things is happening. That really annoys me.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, this is happening. Like, if a black person was doing something that was wrong, I would say, this is happening.
Yeah.
No, I'm not blaming all black people, but at the same time, I'm still saying that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And the same thing like with white people. You know, if I'm going to judge you individually, of course.
Now, we need that. We deserve that to be judged individually, but you know.
We don't get there. But if it was somebody else, a white person, oh, that person will speak for us. But if it's a black person, oh, them black people. Mm-hmm. So it's that same dynamic.
No. I love it. You need to apologize for what they did. Mm-hmm. I don't know him. I live in Texas. Mm-hmm. That person lives in all the way over in New York.
Exactly.
Do I know that?
We had a debate about that where we was talking about as when a person representing a certain thing, like, you know, as upon a we gave back African Americans, and I think that a lot of people when gay people do something, they think all people do that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I don't stereotype a person and stuff like that. I think that's just
except the heteros. I stereotype them all the time.
But it's just something, because in the end they that one person doesn't speak.
Yeah.
So I always try to learn.
It's just like this weird thing, like. They want us to be this one unanimous voice. Yeah. And certain things certain things, tired old legs, I don't like. And vice versa. We're unique people. Okay, we're individuals.
Like my beautiful iPhone that I know he loves. That's not one of them.
It's not, because I don't love it.
He loves it. Bitch. But, you know, like I said, I think that, learn people individually. Do not quick to judge. Because I know we're always quick to snap like that.
Yeah. But back to it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I will watch it again.
Okay, well, so do you have any questions for me?
How did you feel about it attacking the kids, like, in their mind, like giving them different fantasies, like for the girl in her bathroom, the blood, and for the black kid, that house that he was right by, and he saw the hands come out of it, and then the door opened, and he saw the clown in the distance. How did you feel about those? Like those kind of situations? I
felt like he had to focus on their most deepest fear, and I think that's just what the fear that they had. At the moment, so I think that was kind of like a good thing, as opposed to what they're trying to produce.
I did too. I enjoyed that.
I think it was very, that was a lot. Like when I first seen that child. We're gonna have to say,
we've been spoil it. We're gonna let's just say that
Well, if we're doing a review, they should know that. But maybe we need to hit that.
Yes.
We'll handle it. Yeah. But when that boy bit that man's hand off, that was very shocking.
You mean the literal first couple of minutes of the movie?
When you saw that, I was like, oh God.
I was like, okay, it's already started. It's already begun.
I'm trying to find out why that lady didn't even say nothing to that child at the sewer. What are you doing?
You know, she wasn't one of us.
Oh, I'm trying to tell you,
a black man. What you doing? Why you all up in that sewer?
Wait till I call your mama. I'm gonna call your mama.
Wasn't he with her?
Who?
Wasn't he with her? The lady? Oh, she lived next door, huh?
Yeah, he was.
Isn't that his mom? She's the neighbor? What?
Did you even see the beginning?
Yes, I did.
And how the beginning went? He went out the house and did what?
Oh, that was his house. Are you saying, is that his house? That's what I'm asking. That lady was it. Look.
Okay, we're gonna take this slow, you guys. Okay, so he got outside. He went outside with the boat. And where did he put the boat?
Right by the thing.
Right where?
The thing about that, yeah.
The curb, right? Where the water was. So if he put the boat there.
Are you trying to say that that's where he lived? Just say yes or no. Good Lord.
He put the boat down in the water so it flows down, right? So he was running, right? So,
you know what? You don't want to tell me. That's fine.
No, he put the boat.
Fine. I get it.
You guys, I have to grill him. Okay, he went down.
I get it. Whatever.
He put the boat down.
I'm just asking.
And then it rolled down. So pretty much so. When he is rolling down, he's following the boat. So I'm trying to think where you think in America.
I'm asking, is that where he lived? But you got it.
Trying to find a way you thought that was where he lived at. Look, this is
so. Anyways,
the way they built this movie is at the point of real life. If I'm putting a boat down to run down a stream, which eventually there's going to have a sewer line. Mm-hmm. So
anyways, you guys,
what sewer line that you know is going to connect to do a whole wraparound?
The fact that I have this cute Bambi
girl
baseball jersey shirt thingy.
Hell no, that was not his house. Because if you put something down, I'm trying to find out how you thought that was possible.
You know what?
Do you think they
feel very attacked?
Where did you thought that the sewer line would hit?
I feel personally
attacked. I'm trying to find out where you thought the sewer line. No, girl, wait a minute. Where you thought the sewer line hit? Because you thought it would wrap around before they had
doing too much.
They gotta have a sewer line.
I feel very attacked right now.
How the hell did the boat got back to his house?
Attacked.
No, girl. Can I ask you a question? How did the boat got back to the house?
I feel very
That was the first sewer that he ran into. So how did it a wraparound?
No. It's just hot in this house. It's just hot. I can't see now.
Never. Okay, girls.
But yeah, if she wasn't going to say nothing. We would have said something. What you in that sewer for? What you looking in there for?
First of all, she did report it because that's the only reason.
I'm talking about right then and there when she looked at him.
Yeah,
and she saw him. That would have been time to be like, "What you doing?"
And let's just say, you guys, that was in the 80s. So in the 80s, black people was really, really together. So that would have been handled very quickly.
Oh yes, she would have called him out then. She would have yelled at him.
What you doing?
And we're like, huh? I know your mama.
Get your ass from over there. It's a clown. I know it better not be. Lord Jesus.
No. Your mom gonna clown on your mom.
Oh, black people always take whatever you say and try to turn it around.
They do. Mm-hmm. They do.
I want to watch TV. You better watch some books. You know what I'm saying? They will take anything you.
It's an insult. It's an insult. I wanna can I read this? Let me just play video games. You better play to sit down.
You better play that book. Mm-hmm. You better play that homework.
Mm-hmm. Before I play this belt. If you like, that don't even make sense. It's about to.
Exactly. Oh Lord. But I think it was a very good movie.
It was fun.
Any other questions you have to ask me? Because I know you didn't know. How can I believe you looked at went right back into his mouth?
So anyways, how did you feel about the news that the black kid's going to be on drugs in the future?
This is me. I think this is what I gotta do because I'm really trying to not get mad about it because I think it's the point of being creative.
Yeah,
at the end of the day, because us black people always finding out shit anyway, how to work shit.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna take it as that, and
I don't like it. I don't really care for it, but
But I think let me get to the point. I think it's to the point of I can't judge when a person's trying to be so creative because everything cannot be so personal. So I want to get that point where why I gotta be the black person? I don't want because anyway, at the end of the day, we all gotta have creative control, and not saying that person is thinking in that matter. Mm-hmm. At the end, they're trying to write a story and they're trying to do. Something. Not saying that they don't have a lot of black people on drugs. No. Mm-hmm. Same thing for white people. So, at the same time, I can at least be interested in the story and see where it goes.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. Because everything is just not personally.
Yeah.
Like, I can't take everything personally. Now, I do take some things personally. So I'm not going to take the situation personally because it seemed that they did very well. They did wrote it as, people would look at it as a point in the 80s where, yes, he was an outsider because he was black. That was not no secret.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not. So they did respectful by the character. I'm sorry, they did do it right because in the 80s, yes, we still were struggling, and we still struggling now. We're very much struggling now.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, they really touched on the issues.
And he's going to be doing this in the 90s. No. The early 2000s. Yeah. Early 2000s. So he's going to be an adult.
So yeah, I can see that. I can see that all happen. I think they did very well about the character.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give them that.
It was 1989, right?
No, that was in the 80s.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That was 1989.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. That's when he was a kid, and it said it's like 27 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it'll be 20. Wow.
Girl.
Phones. Let's see.
Yeah, okay. Real phone.
Anyways, 1989 plus 27. 27, right?
Oh, 2025. You say what? How many years was it?
27. So it'll be like the early 2000s. So
you said 27?
27, I think. 27 years.
It'll be 2016.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's not too bad.
Because it was in 1989. Yeah, it'll be 2016.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So that makes sense. All right. We'll go from there. Well, how old were they?
They were like teenagers, weren't they?
13. So, damn.
That'd be like what? $30. They'll be in their 30s.
No.
Yeah. They'll be in their 30s.
Yeah. That was like 13. They'll be 40.
40?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know what? Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
I was off by 10.
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see. You know what I'm saying? You know,
I'm excited to see where it goes. I'm still feeling a way about him being on drugs, but beggars can't be choosers. Whatever.
I think certain things we can be sensitive about. Which we are, but I think it's a lot of things that we can.
For me, it's bothersome because it's like we're always the druggie at all times in almost every show. Like every show, even shows that we do, we're always at least one drug person.
But I think it's really fascinating that the point is that we're on drugs and that kind of like at the end of the day we still was able to come to fix something.
Yeah.
Even though during our drug depression, I think I always try to look at some kind of positive in the narrative. And I'm just trying to go right there with
You're trying.
I'm trying, but I think that can be okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
we can try whatever. So,
all right, guys.
This was us reviewing it, the new one. We're gonna probably do a part 2 to this, and Tired Ho is going to watch the original. Oh Lord! And then part 3, we're both gonna read the book. No, I'm just kidding.
I ain't about to read that damn long ass book.
Oh yeah, it's long.
Oh yeah, I'm not about to read that long ass book, like I said. All right, you guys.
All right.